Welcome to another episode of Love, Life and Travel. If you're new here, I'm Rebecca, and today I'm going to continue my What to Do in Brisbane episodes. So today we're starting off in the beautiful New Farm Park, my favourite park in all of Brisbane. We're going to check out the farmers markets, and then we're going to go on a little adventure, because today we're going to go and look for the tiny doors that are hidden all over Brisbane. And whilst we do that, I'm going to show you a few other things to do around this beautiful city. If you haven't seen my previous vlogs around Brisbane, you can check them out just up here. But until then, let's continue on and see what else you can do when you come visit our river city.
Hi, I'm Beck, and in 2023 I've been sharing my hot tips as a local for things to see and do around Brisbane, the Gold Coast, Sunshine Coast and the Gold Coast hinterland. I've been sharing my favourite waterfalls, showing you where you can see Australian wildlife. I've shared my favourite beaches and my favourite mountains, showing you where you can race in a V8 supercar, and there's plenty more yet to see.
So this morning we've come to the Jam Towers Farmers Market located in New Farm Park. It happens every Saturday between 6 AM and 12 noon. You can bring your fur friends with you, you can enjoy some bakeries and some local produce from farmers in the area, buy some flowers. Definitely worth coming down and checking out. Now, if you watched our last vlog of things to do in Brisbane at night, you might have seen when I showed you Vertigo, which was the dining experience hanging off the side of the building. So this is just behind me up here. You might be able to see it. So check out the link below if you want to go to Vertigo. You get to have a 3-course meal, and it's roughly about $250, I believe, for a full meal. And then you have to be abseiled down the building. So there's a little area at the top where they'll just let you drop down to the ground again. So if that sounds like your thing, check out the link below. So we've just stepped away from the market, so I'm going to try this Portuguese tart that we just got from one of the stalls. It looks delicious. It's like a pastry with like an egg custard in the middle of it, but it looks really good and looks really warm. So, It's really sweet. It reminds me of an egg custard I used to have as a kid, only in like a puff pastry. Not bad. Very messy but yummy. And also a coffee. Gotta have a coffee when you come to markets. Definitely worth grabbing one of these if you see the Portuguese stand. So once we finished at the markets and eating that delicious Turkish tart, we decided it was time to hop on a City Cat ferry all the way to South Bank. The City Cat ferry runs approximately every 15 minutes, and we used our Go cards to tap on and tap off this service. This ferry trip took around half an hour, and it's very picturesque. Now this is my favourite walkway. I just wanted to show you this. So this runs from Sydney Street and it runs along the river past Howardsmithwharfs and all the way to the city gardens, and then you can cross the bridge to South Bank. So that is about a 4 to 5 kilometre walk, but highly recommend that if you're in Brisbane. Now just here is the Howardsmithwharfs, and stay tuned because we are visiting here just later in the vlog. Now Green Bridge is currently under construction. I'm looking forward to this one. So this will connect Kangaroo Point Cliffs to the Brisbane City Gardens and is due to be completed in 2024. So I hopped on the City Cat at New Farm Park and jumped off at South Bank, and I'm now going along the river for a little bit of a walk to get to Fish Lane. I don't think anyone's working today. Wouldn't mind getting some new vinyl though. Found another door. This one is a medieval door. Now these doors were mostly designed by Mace Robertson, a local artist. So this one looks like you can step through into a beautiful castle or something. So you've got little door knocking things on there. So if you are looking for the tiny doors, this is in the second part of Fish Lane opposite Saccharomyces bar, and yeah, it's really cute. There's a little medieval wall there, so a whole new world behind Brisbane that we didn't know existed. So we've come to Fish Lane on a Saturday, it's the middle of the day, and it's dead. There's nothing happening, so obviously there's more nightlife of an evening down here. There's bars and cafes and things, so definitely come and check it out at night. But it's definitely a popular one. It's on all the websites, so definitely worth coming to check, I'm assuming, during an evening, but not during the day. I didn't realise how long Fish Lane actually is, but so far it's been 3 parts that we've walked through. Like I said, there isn't much happening today because it's Saturday lunchtime, but hopefully tonight it'll be really busy. But stop! I found another tiny door, look! So this one's called the Fairy Door. Lovely little green door. It looks like it would be somewhere that you'd see in maybe London or somewhere. But any fairies home today? I don't think they have much luck finding these little people, but tiny people live in Brisbane, who knew? This one even has 24-hour video surveillance. Look, isn't that cute? So just to put it in perspective, this is the tiny door, and if you pan out, this is the street. Very cute. You have to keep your eye out though, because they're easy to miss as you're walking along. If you're looking for the ferry door, just walk towards the big blue building, and it's just before you get to the end on the left hand side, just over here. Burgers and waffles on Fish Lane, and I have ordered the waffles. Oh my goodness, look at this. That looks amazing. There's got strawberries and cream and M&Ms and melted Nutella, and no more sugar for the entire week now, but so good. Let's dive in. Oh, it's so good. So good. You have to come here. My camera person's had this burger ordered, and it has been voted #1 burger in Queensland, so I believe them when they say it's good. Now I'm not going to eat it because I don't eat red meat, but apparently this is the best. So if you want to try a burger, when you come to Brisbane, come to Burgers and Waffles, sorry, #Burgers and Waffles in Fish Lane. That looks good. I am so full. That is really good. but way too much sugar. So we're going to go for a walk into the city. We're going to walk across the bridge and go and check out Queen Street Mall as those steps in. So definitely worth coming to have the waffles and the burger. I discovered something new that I never knew was here. So underneath the railway line at Fish Lane, there's this little bar, cafe. How cool is that? Who would have thought that under the railway line, going into Brisbane, there was cafes? That's something new. Just show you. So just over here, see the old building just there, that's the casino. It's been there for years, and then there's actually a new casino being built which is meant to open early next year, which is that big building there, the roundish building, and that's going to have a rooftop bar, loads of restaurants, all kinds of things, a hotel. So when you come to Brisbane next year, that should be open, and let me know what you think. I'm looking forward to going there. I had a bit of a flashback actually. So I was standing in this exact spot 30 years ago with one of my good friends, and I was filming actually. Before vlogging was a thing, I was walking around with my VHS video camera on my shoulder filming stuff, and we came to this specific spot. I'll see if I can put that into the video. I'll try and get it off my VHS footage, but yeah, 30 years later and I'm back vlogging again. So I have shown you things to do around Brisbane in previous vlogs, but I haven't really shown you too much of the Brisbane CBD. So I thought while I'm here, I'll just show you a bit more of what's in the centre of Brisbane, specifically Queen Street Mall and the arcades that run off Queen Street Mall. So we'll do that first. Let's go have a look at Queen Street Mall. Queen Street Mall opened in 1982 and is one of Brisbane's most popular shopping destinations. What once used to be called the Maya Centre, Uptown is Queen Street's biggest shopping centre with 6 levels. Brisbane Arcade is an icon of Queen Street Mall. This 1923 building holds the secrets to some of the city's most iconic fashion designers. Brisbane Arcade is open Monday to Saturday 9 AM to 5 PM and Sundays from 10 AM to 4 PM. Queen Street Mall is home to over 700 retailers. Queen's Plaza is the glitzy home to high-end brands. Once we'd finished at Queen Street, we headed up the hill to Central Station. Once again using our go-card to access the rail system. All we had to do was tap and go. Currently walking through Central train station, and so many memories. I used to come here back in the 90s to meet my friends and my ex-boyfriend back in the day, bless him. Always used to meet at Central Station and come into the city for a bit of shopping or just to hang out. So many memories coming here. This was just a short train journey to the next stop, Fortitude Valley. Fortitude Valley, often called the Valley by local residents, is an inner suburb of the city of Brisbane. The suburb features 2 pedestrian malls at Brunswick Street and the famous Chinatown. It is also home to many nightclubs, bars and restaurants. but we were in search of the next tiny door. Just came across this pawn shop called Be Lucky & Sons in Fortitude Valley, and they had this really cool collection of memorabilia and stuff from Star Wars from back in my younger days. I thought it was really cool. I know my son would be really into this probably, but yeah, come and have a look. There's all kinds of stuff in here. Do a quick pan pass as we walk past, but it's pretty cool looking pawn shop. How cool is that? Very fancy. Next stop was Bakery Lane in Fortitude Valley. Now unfortunately I don't have any footage of me in Bakery Lane because my actual video camera had gone flat. I used my phone camera for a while, that went flat, and now I'm using my camera person's phone to video, and unfortunately what we thought we filmed didn't actually capture. Now there was a second door in Bakery Lane, we didn't find that one, but I was very excited to find the fire station.
Walked for miles now, and it's so hot and humid, even my elbow creases are sweating. Anyway, we're just now at the Story Bridge, and I've never been up here before on this side, and we're going to head to the top of Howardsmithwharfs and then go down the escalator and go and check out and find the other tiny door. One more to go.
Now I've lived here over 40 years and I have never been to this top part of where Howardsmithwharfs are. So this is the first for a Brisbane local, but we're going to go down in that elevator just there. Look, never done it before either, so come along and do something with me for the very first time.
For the rest of the journey back to the house. Cheers! When we left Howardsmithwharfs, we jumped on the free City Hopper ferry service down to Sydney Street, and then we hopped off there and waited for the City Cat, which then brought us down to New Farm Park where we started. Okay, well that's the end of this vlog. I am exhausted. I've done so much walking today, so I'm going to go home and have a rest. But I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like it, then please give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit subscribe down below. Don't forget to go and check out the rest of my Brisbane videos. And until next week, have a great week. I'll see you then. Bye guys!